Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. How y'all doing today? I want to thank you guys for clicking on the video. We are going to be talking about the Real Housewives of Potomac, season 10, episode 7, and I'm calling it the Great Flop. Okay? It was a return, but it was also a flop. So, like I said, I hope y'all having a great day today. Anyway, so the episode started off with Tia and her family, and I actually love Tia and her family. I've seen different comments online about her and having a snooty attitude. Maybe it's just because her accent. Sometimes people could just sound like they're, snooty because I love her. She doesn't come off snooty. I love her and her family, and they just have a great relationship. She showed a couple. It was like one picture that she showed of her mom, who is a part of a royal family from Nigeria. So I love that, and I love just seeing just how classy she remains, and I just absolutely loved it. It was just a short episode. I mean, a short clip with her mom and one of her daughters, and it was just just having basically a couple cocktails over Teams or over FaceTime. So then the scene moves on to Wendy, right? So now not Wendy, my bad, Monique. Monique's house is absolutely fabulous. But rumor has it, well, hell, not even rumor. She said that she ended up having to damn near liquidate everything just to afford this home. Now, it's a beautiful home. It is absolutely beautiful. She showed us around the home. She got a new bird. The last bird died for some strange reason. It choked her up. I really didn't give a damn. She made a joke about Chris and losing 300 pounds through that divorce. And I think that was, kind of petty because at the end of the day, what you cannot say is that he didn't have her best interest at heart from what we saw. He was basically like, hey, look, if you're stressing, you have access to the money. So whatever you need to do to relax yourself, to calm yourself. He seemed, for the most part, like I said, we're just the fourth wall. He just seemed like a overall good guy. You know what I'm saying? But she did get him on some messed up terms now, because y'all do remember that they say she was living over there in that Bronco. And, he was engaged to another woman, which is why his mother never liked her because she knew what it was. You get what I'm saying? And hopefully the ex fiance, the one who she stole him from allegedly, hopefully she done moved on doing well. She probably don't even give a damn that he done, that this done happened to him or whatever. But, she shows off the house, and like I said, it's beautiful. But Bravo did roll back that beautiful beam footage of when she was doing her speech, and she was like, "Oh, Chris, you're my rock, and without you, I wouldn't be wherever, whatever she was saying." So then we move on to what was the next scene? Oh, the next scene was Wendy. So, Wendy is renovating because Wendy started the season off telling us how good Happy Eddie was doing and how well they were doing, which is very believable, right? Like Wendy's an attorney. No, Eddie's an attorney, a practicing attorney at that. And Wendy, she has the job over at John Hopkins. She's also on the reality show. Plus, I mean, you get what I'm saying? Plus, she does her commentary on different, still do a commentary on different shows. So, I mean, like, she got a pocket in a lot of different things. So, it's not like hard to believe that they don't have $100,000 set aside to do renovations because that's what they totaled it up to, like $100,000, right? So it's not that hard to believe. I mean, if you budget your money right, you can. If you have the money to save, then it's possible. You get what I'm saying? For people who had that money to save, especially in this type of economy, child. But you get what I'm saying? Yeah, it was the insurance money that she was spending. Who said that? Oh, somebody said it. But yeah, so while she was doing it, and it's like, you know what? Now that you know what's going on, and like that it was all kind of scandal and lies and deceit going on, it's kind of hard to ignore these things. You know what I'm saying? And she doing all this renovation or whatnot. That check must have cleared for that 450,000, because that's how much they say the insurance had paid, like a little under 450. I think it was like 441 or something. But don't hold me to it, child. But anyway, so it's hopefully it looks fabulous after they get it done. You know what? I wonder where they at with the renovation. Because Jazzy's wedding was June 6th. I remember it said June 6th on the thing. So it was June 6th of this year. So damn. I know they not well they could have been finished with the renovations in like 4 to 5 months, right? Like they could have been done by now. Okay, so hopefully they've done okay, so hopefully by the end of the season we will see the renovations like completely done. Cause I hate when the girls start something and then they don't finish until like 8 or 9 seasons later. Like I like a committed housewife. Like I like when you say I'm gonna do this and then it's done. Like um it's two that I could recall off top. A girl from Housewives of Potomac who did her champagne room that was done in one season, and I think she spent a hefty budget on that too. And then old girl over there in Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Crystal. She went and I can't remember what she was redoing, but whatever it was she was redoing, she got that shit done in the episode. I mean in that time frame. Cause a lot of them girls don't do it. Y'all don't understand how difficult it is for people to be having that money. A lot of them girls be putting a lot of them girls and guys be putting on for the cameras. They be renting out them houses. They be living check to check. They just put out that Kay was she just started bankruptcy before she came on the show and she's trying to tell y'all how to manage y'all money. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with filing bankruptcy. I'm just saying these people aren't telling y'all everything that's going on. And I know that y'all know that everything ain't, green on the other side. So I'm not saying that y'all, not paying attention to it. But at the same time and in between time, you just got to be careful with who you talking to and what you talking about. Now, Stacy, and I said that to say this, because after they had talked about like Wendy's renovation and all this other stuff, then they go into Stacy because she's doing like her promo pictures and everything for her new the cannabis business. And listen, now y'all know that ain't nothing but a straight up copycat. And you know how dirty this heifer is? This heifer done pull a Nigerian name, Shiloh. That's the name of it. Shiloh. Shiloh. Yes. That's the name of it. Shiloh, which means to be happy, to be joyous, right? To come together and celebrate. So you mean to tell me, and then okay. Cause see, it frustrated me because she went to dinner with Stacey and Wendy ended up meeting for dinner. And let me tell you what was funny. They actually showed up damn near in the same dress, same color, ordered the same food, ordered the same drink. Like it's like it would be scary if it was like one was just following the other, but it was like they both it was cute and it was funny at the same time. But the fact that she is opening up a business with the Nigerian name for happy, like the American name for happy, the Nigerian name for happy. And this heifer act like she just playing straight up ignorant. She acting like she don't even understand the similarities. Cause Wendy even asked her, like, of all the African countries, why did you have to pick this one? Nigeria. And she was just like, well, I have an infinity. I have an infinity for Nigeria. When I tell you Wendy broke the fourth wall and looked me in my soul and we laughed together because Wendy literally, like, you know how like Eddie Murphy or Arsenio Hall, remember when Arsenio Hall looked at the camera in Coming to America when Eddie was like, we have been denied for life for too long, or we have denied living for too long. And Eddie Arsenio just looked at the camera like, what the hell is this ninja talking about? You know, and it was one of the moments because it's like she's playing this role. And that's all I can say. I can't believe that she's just this naive. It's kind of like when Karen came out with the 3 wick candle because Wendy had the 1 wick candle and her justification was 1 wick is for a small room, 3 wicks is for a larger room. Like, lady, you haven't thought about a candle since you've been on this show. And then Wendy come on and now you want to do a candle? Grand dam or nothing, go sit your ass. And then everybody is all now don't get me wrong. I like Karen. But from what I saw, like from what I see with the rest of these people, Karen denied having a drinking problem. She was on her fourth DUI. She denied the whole incident. Up until she went to jail, she never took ownership. So what are we celebrating her for? You celebrate somebody who say, I'm not celebrating that she got out of jail. To be honest, I think she should have stayed the whole time. Windmill with your mother about it. She should have stayed the whole time. She still was in denial, denying, and I'm not about to applaud a bitch just because you done made it out of jail. You ain't do no 2, 3 years. Maybe you did a few months, and they probably was real nice to you while you were in there. So I don't care about none of that. Now they go on from Stacy and Wendy at the table talking. Because at the end of the day, Wendy just doesn't feel like she's malice with it, which is what it should. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, are you really trying to be malice about it? Because Stacy is really gonna be pushing gummy bears. Maybe it'll go off into like the actual plant, but for right now, she's just really just pushing the gummy bears. So I mean, it is what it is. So they go off into Tia, and she's talking with her husbands and her daughter, and it was a cute scene. Tia's husband, to me, is like a cute beta man that you should have. You get what I'm saying? Like every woman should have one of him. Like he's absolutely fabulous, and I love him for him. I love him for her, and I love him for the structure of the family. Like I just loved him. Like I wouldn't clone that particular type, but I wouldn't mind my own duplicate. You get what I'm saying? Like yeah. So that was short lived because it was just basically like the youngest daughter, the 14-year-old. She had a birthday party and someone got no, I think it was the 16-year-old, and someone was upset because they either didn't get an invite or they showed up and still got denied entry. So they posted the address online. And so, of course, everybody and their mama want to show up. So, yeah. So the police got called out. And not by anyone else, but by the daughter. Because the daughter doesn't play. So they called the police. And the dad was kind of like, hey, I thought we were having a good time. So it was just real cute. You get what I'm saying? Like, you need somebody who can be the calm in the storm, and he just seems like he would be that calm in the storm. So that was real cute. So then we moved on to the girls. They're in at Pride in LA. Everything was, they're having fun down there. They switch on over to Giselle. She's on her way to Atlanta to handle this legal dispute that's going on between her mom and her dad's wife and her. And something about there was two wills, one will, which was the original will that was for Giselle and her kids. It was thrown away. The wife had the dad redo a new will that left her everything. And to be honest, I think a lot of people that have been through that before. And I kid you not, I know I have. Not personally, but I've had family who had to go and fight wills because you always had that greedy person that come in and they know that person, somebody got something, and then especially if they divorce them and then they just still keep coming around and you like, why you still keep coming around? Because you waiting on somebody to die so you could try to hurry up and get something. I'm telling y'all, I know somebody like that right now. I do. Now, we move on to let's see, Kay and Greg. They talk about their situationship. Really don't care. News. Look, Zeus Fest, baby. News. It's something I don't even give a damn about. I told you guys about Wendy and Stacy meeting up. Let's see here. Then they go on to Jazz and her wedding. That was boring. And you know what? I don't go to weddings when I know that they're gonna be divorcing. Yeah, I know you say, well, how you know they're gonna be divorcing? You just know. If you already got all this bull stuff going on in the beginning, you gonna have it in the middle and at the end too. You get what I'm saying? I had a cousin who married a dude. Now, mind you, they had been together 5, 6 years. He been a dog. Been a dog. And been a dog. Soon as they get married, after about a couple of days, she filing for a divorce. What you divorcing him for? Because he's still doing the same thing. Excuse me? You mean you thought that the paper was going to change him, darling, huh? Bumbleclatty? What? Child. Like, girl, get your mind together. And he ended up remarrying and got his life together. Ain't that something? Now that's the part right there that'll piss me off. You mean tell me you put me through all it? You know what? Let me move on. Cause see, I was about to get upset for a minute. But I'm just saying though, you done put me through all this 5 years of this. Then we get married. Then this is blah blah blah. You know, cause the divorce ain't happening overnight. So now you gotta go through this divorce for years. So then you go through all this. See, you remarry, and you the perfect man for her. I ain't knocking it. You get what I'm saying? You gotta wear and tear him down, but damn. My poor people. She a wonderful girl though. She is. She's a wonderful girl. She doing wonderful in her life. Got a good job, taking care of her kids, bought her a house. So it ain't like she's struggling. It's just, when you young, you just think that okay, well maybe if we do this, then things will change. And it's not till you get older that you realize don't shit change but the weather. You know what I mean? Just like Ashley. Everybody thought the way that she was handling her situation with Michael, she was stupid, she was stupid, she was stupid. No, Ashley was a smart girl. And from what they said, Ashley cleared close to 20 million or around about. They say Ashley cleared 8 figures. So you call it what you want. I'm going to call her a smart girl. Why everybody was telling her, oh, this, oh, that. You see all the women that was on there trying to give Ashley advice, where are they at? Struggling and fighting. Giselle is fighting over her daddy's will. Okay? I'm not knocking it, but she's fighting over her daddy's will because her ex-husband ain't giving her nothing. Okay? Okay. And then who else was trying to tell Ashley something? Robin. You need to divorce him. You did. And she's still with Juan. And is Juan working? Okay. Ashley is a very smart girl. You tell that to your mom. Now, they keep teasing about this Monique. Monique came in the last 3 minutes of the damn episode. And to be honest with you, there is really nothing there for her because Stacy ain't dating Chris. She done went out with him, but there's no way that y'all could connect it. She's back with her husband. So even bringing this up has no real value or point. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know where we're going to go with this because it's not giving what Ashley thought it was going to give. And I say this with all love, but I'm going to need Ashley to come up with a storyline. And I mean, I'm going to need her to come up with a storyline that is not Stacy's bedroom. Please click, share, and subscribe, and I'll talk to y'all on the next recap. Toodles.